Write my answer plainly on tablets so that a runner can carry the correct message to others. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. Hello to you all. The above scripture is a very popular verse in the book of Habakkuk 2 through 3. Quite often the popular scripture is read in the King James Version, write the vision, make it plain. This is a very powerful verse in my life right now. It helps me not only to keep going, but to remember what God has done in times past. A few years ago, the Lord pressed upon my heart to go to film school. At the time, I thought it was silly, but chose obedience over my logical thinking. It has been quite a road, a lot of hard work, tears, moments of wanting to give up, beautiful relationships, rewards and recognitions, letdowns, financial success, financial instability, weight gain, an unexpected degree, yet most importantly, visions that God has shown me that have come to pass. I must admit, I never thought my life would be where it is today, but it is, and I embrace it. Now let's get back to the vision. Months ago, there was a point in my life where I was really stressed out and I needed to get away. I went to stay with a family member for a weekend, away from friends, away from work, away from everything. It was just me and my computer. No internet, just me and my faithful MacBook. Love that computer. It was at this family's home that God gave me a vision for a short film at the time that I called Manifest. It was about a wife who was fed up with her cheating spouse and instead of giving up, decided to pray for him. I wrote the script as God gave it to me. It flowed right out of my fingers onto the computer. I remember seeing every scene as I wrote it. I knew this was something God wanted me to produce into a short movie. I returned back home rejuvenated and ready to take on this vision. There was so much I didn't know, though. How to pick out actors, how to find a competent crew, how to scout out locations. I prayed a lot. I also got overwhelmed. I didn't understand why God wanted me to take on what seemed to be such an ambitious project. I remember feeling the sense of importance of this project. It wasn't just any old short film. At times during the project when I wanted to give up, it was always that reminder of, this is something that has to be done. It wouldn't go away, that feeling. Once we wrapped shooting the production, it seemed like all hell broke loose. FYI, one of the most important processes of filmmaking is post-production. This is the moment where the film is cut up, put together, and finalized. It typically also takes the longest. During this time, it seemed everyone turned their back on me. At least that's how I felt. So alone. Promises were broken, commitments overlooked. It was hard, y'all. And again, I wanted to give up, but I knew I was so close. So close, I could not wait for this to be over. Then the day finally came, and Manifest, now changed to Never Stop, was born. I released it via Facebook in December of 2011. You can check out the link. Truthfully, I want to say that on the surface, I cared about what everyone was saying. But deep in my heart, I was more relieved. Relieved that it was finally over, the stress of everything. Not only did I write Never Stop, I directed and produced it. A job within a job within a job in itself. I was ready to relax, ready to go on vacation, go to a tropical island, Hawaii, visit some friends. I felt like I deserved it. Hear me when I say, it wasn't even 48 hours. The Lord began to birth something in me. Another story. But not just any story. The continuation of Never Stop. I couldn't believe it. Over the course of 4 days, I typed up almost 60 pages of what seemed to be some sort of a series to never stop. And with the words, of course, came the vision. Now let's fast forward to today. What started out as 3 actors has now increased to a 10-member cast. I recently held a casting call to select the newest actors, and we just recently shot one of the scenes a few weeks ago and it went very good. God has really developed my filmmaking since the beginning, but like before, I've had my moments of feeling overwhelmed, my moments of feeling incompetent. This is a much, much, much bigger project. It's like I went from 3rd grade to 12th grade. How could the Lord entrust me with this baby? She seems much more ambitious, more complicated. It will take more time. Let me tell you something. And I know this may sound cliche-ish, but it's the word. God can do anything above what we could ever ask or think, but this is only according to the faith that works inside of us. Last week, my pastor said in a nutshell, it's good to believe, but it's wisdom to move on that belief. Faith without works is dead. Getting never stopped out the first time took not only me believing that the vision God gave me was from Him, but believing to a point where I moved, even when I got tired, even when it hurt, even when man let me down. They'll do that a lot, much like we let God down. We can't help it. And as we all can see above, God got the glory. God gives us all visions. Don't give up. He can and will do it on your behalf, but you have to believe Him and move on that faith. Remember, the vision is for a future time, and though it may tarry, be slow in coming, wait for it. It will surely come to pass. Trust God. Love, Kim.